Hey YouTube, and welcome back to the next game of my YouTube series, Why Are You Losing Your Ranked Games? Today we have another matchup. We have a Mongols versus Delhi on Lipany. So far we covered no Mongol, so I was like, okay, maybe it's a good idea to cover some Mongol action as well. So the Mongol player is Diamond 2, the Delhi player on the other side is Diamond 1, and again we are playing on Lipany. So let's speed it up a little bit. Not too much to say about in the early game, as always. If you play versus Mongols right now, there are multiple things you have to scout on in the early game. The first thing you want to scout is, are you getting tower rushed? Because right now we can see the goal for Eric is forward here. So if he ends up getting tower rushed, he could get into some problems here. The second thing, if you play versus Mongol, you have to scout what feudal age landmark they are going for. Because if they are going for the silver tree, they will most likely end up trading. And if your opponent is trading, you have to stop it. Trade is so strong, you have to really stop it. That being said, we can already see the Mongol player is going with stable. So there is a chance he might go for a tower rush. But we will find out soon. Overall, I think if Delhi is able to stop the trade, or at least control it, that it's not getting out of control, I think this matchup is really Delhi favored. Delhi right now is really strong. They can get a lot of keeps for a really good price with Compound of the Defender landmark. They can also get a lot of villagers out of the keeps. So yeah, they should be able to end up out-booming the Mongols. But again, if the Mongol player is trading, that's a completely different story. So right now Eric is aging up to the feudal age. Let's see what he scouted so far. So he made one circle around the Mongol base, but he didn't scout a stable yet. And right now he should scout instantly back to the Mongol side and see what they are going for. Because what we can see right now is that the Mongol player is aging up with the silver tree. And if he's going with the silver tree, he will end up trading for 99% here. We can see Mongol player is aging up with 9 villagers. So committing 9 villagers to the age up in feudal age is a lot of investment. Because you end up not mining resources with 9 villagers at this point. So right now we can see the bank from the Mongol is not that high. So Eric reached the feudal age as well, and right now he should really try to scout what's going on the other side of the map. This is the most important thing. You have to know what they're doing. It's super important. I can only say it again. You have to know what they are doing. If they are trading, you have to react immediately. That's how strong the trade is right now. And we can already see the Mongol player got the silver tree next to the Uwu. That means right now he's producing double traders with his stone. And yeah, he is going for trade. So let's speak about the markets. We have one market in the left corner. That's a pretty good market here for the Mongol player behind his base. And the other market, obviously, on the Delhi side. But right now we can see the Mongol player is trying to trade to the market on the Delhi Sultanate side. So I think this is overall super greedy because everyone knows how fast Delhi can get units onto the field if they research the efficient production here. So he researched it already. That means he can put a scholar into his production billings and get a 100% production boost. So right now, Eric saw the Mongol player has traders. So he can guarantee right now, if he sees double traders, that the Mongol player is on silver tree. And he also knows, hey, they are going to my market. So right now, the alarm bells should start to ring in Eric's head. I need to stop the trade. So right now we can see he's pulling one scholar out of his Dome of the Faith already. And he's bringing it next to his stable. So he wants to supervise it. Or not supervise, he wants to boost the production. The Mongol player on the other side is trying to make a tower here. A really offensive tower on the neutral market of the Delhi player side. And we can see the first 2 traders are already making their way close to the market. And so far we have only 1 horseman on the field and we have already 5 horsemen on the side of the Mongol player. So right now it's minute 7 and the first traders just collected the resources on the market. So we can see right now these traders return 15 food and 157 gold. So these 2 traders combined almost bringing back 350 resources already. And so far, Eric is not able to do anything against it. Next traders are coming in, and they will end up making their way home for 99% here as well. Because 6 horsemen compared to 4 horsemen. So the Mongol player should be able to win the fight here without any problems. And right now the problems are starting to begin. Because 4 traders, each 150 gold, is equal to 600 gold already. And we can see already the Mongol player is banking food. That means as soon as the traders drop off the resources, he should be able to go castle age in just a second. And that is probably the biggest problem right now for the Delhi player. We can see right now the military count is starting to favor Eric here, just because he is making units and the Mongol player right now is not making any more units. He's up to 750 food, and as soon as these 4 traders drop off the resources, he should probably be able to age up to castle age. So, but again, the Mongol player is trying to hold the trade line here. He's moving around his tower, so he has the gem network as well. So we can see his units are glowing. So his units are all red, also 15% faster. But again, Eric is mixing in some spearmen now. So he should be able to clean these units up if he gets there. The biggest problem right now, we can see it. As soon as these traders drop off, it's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. The Mongol player has the resources to go castle age. And that is such a fast castle age. It's really problematic right now for Eric. Because if the Mongol player makes some men-at-arms or some knights, he could end up getting in big trouble. And yeah, we can see it. The Kurultai is coming through. What we didn't speak about it yet, because Eric is just trying to stop the trade right now, and the Mongol player is doing it really good. He's just buying time here. So he is aware, I am aging up, I just want to buy time. And so far, Eric is forgetting the most important thing about Delhi. He is not capturing any sacred sites yet. He researched Sanctity, and it's 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and so far he didn't try to capture one side at all. So far, the game plan for the Mongol is going great. He is aware I am aging up to castle age. I'm probably not able to get these traders from making another trip. But on the other side, the Delhi player didn't capture one side yet. So he knows I am in a super good position. But right now, these traders are getting cleaned up here from Eric. Also one village is going down, trying to build a tower. And we can see right now, Eric is killing traders, Eric is killing villagers, so the eco count equals out again. And right now he's also trying to move out with his scholars at 10 minutes and trying to capture the sacred sites. So, if he would have done that 2.5 minutes earlier, the Mongol player has a choice. I protect my trade line, or do I try to stop the sacred site from being captured? So, if he ends up not protecting the trade here, tower will go down. And what the Delhi player can do, since he has infantry on the field, he can just wall in these markets. Right now, he's trying to wall the sacred sites in. It's always a little bit frustrating if you have some resources close to the sacred sites, because you end up spending way more wood to close off the wall around it. But yeah, that happens sometimes. On the left side, he's trying to make a really big wall here. I think this is a big mistake, because this ends up costing him like 200 wood or even more, and a lot of time. This is more like 300 wood here, to be honest. Middle sacred site is about to get decapped. We can already see the Kurultai is coming in, provide some healing to these injured horsemen. So yeah, back to this topic. He ends up spending a lot of wood here. It takes a lot of time for him to wall this off with one spearman. So what I think Eric should do here is just make a little wall around the sacred site. First of all, he saves a lot of wood. That means he can get more production buildings going. He can either make more units, or he can get some villagers of wood, because he doesn't have to spend that much wood. So the Mongol player is in castle age, and right now he's making a lot of archers. So right now we still have horsemen on the field. And we have a lot of spearmen for the Delhi player. So right now the Delhi player should be able to clean up the army from the Mongols here. And again, he is on 2 sacred sites right now himself, and the trade is more stopped. There are still 2 traders going, but the Mongol player right now is not making any more traders. So right now there are only 2 traders. This is still 300 gold, but yeah, he has 300 gold passive income from the sacred sites now as well. So it end up equals out. And right now, Eric is trying to push him back. He is on his production, so he should be able to clean up these reinforcements pretty easy. But again, it's archers versus spearmen, so the archers do bonus damage versus the spearmen, so that's not a fight you want to take as Eric. We can see on the other side now, Eric is trying to go up to the castle edge with the compound of the defender. So as soon as he hits castle, there are a lot of things again to do. You want to start researching all your upgrades because they are for free. The most important part is you want to start researching the upgrades in the compound of the defender. And you also want to start pick up the relics because you have already 7 scholars on the field. So what you want to do as Delhi is, if you are going up to castle age, you should already send out your scholars to the relics. So as soon as you hit castle age, you can just pick them up and bring them back home. So, but right now there's no attempt going for Eric to pick up the relics. But he started his upgrades and he is also mining stone. So that means he needs 600 stone right now, and then he can make a defensive keep. What we can see right now is the Delhi player is getting pushed back in the middle. The sacred site will end up getting decapped most likely. And on the left side we can see, because he made such a big wall, he didn't even end up finishing the wall. So yeah, right now there's potential for Eric to lose all 3 sacred sites. He's bringing in 1 relic already. So right now he just wants time. He is gathering stone, he wants to make a keep, he wants to have a good economy, make a lot of villagers out of the keeps, and just wants time at this moment. We can see right now the Mongol player is going for a lot of archers and a lot of knights. So he should be able, right now he has the army lead and he has the better units because the Delhi upgrades take longer. So right now the Delhi player has only feudal units. He obviously has 1 knight and 1 crossbow himself, but yeah, the Mongol player has the army lead right now. So he should be able to, if they start fighting now, he should be able to win the fight without any problems. So right now, Eric should just pull back, because right now he just wants to keep. So as soon as he has 600 stone, he should just try to make a keep maybe here in front of his gold, or maybe in his wood line, just to get some defense going. Because as I said again, he just wants time right now. And now the biggest problem for Eric is starting. He is fighting. The Mongol player is on the production buildings here right now, so he will end up losing every single unit that comes out. On top of that, the Kurultai is here now as well, so the archers are healing, and as soon as the Khan is here, they also do more damage. No, that is incorrect. They also do more damage. They don't need the Khan anymore. So right now, he is on his production, his units are getting healed, and they have 25% more damage. So this is like the dream scenario for the Mongol player right now. He can start shooting at every single unit that comes out of his productions. He's decapping the sides behind that. And he still has the 2 traders going. I think at this point, he could also make more traders again. Because he has the map control now. He's holding Eric in his base. So right now, you can probably make more traders again. And that's what he's doing right now. He's adding more traders again. So, Eric is making a keep somewhere, I think. He lost some stone. Where is he doing? Where is he doing? Ah, okay. He's building a keep right here. But right now, we have to think about, what does this keep gives you? You end up securing this wood here. But at this point, you probably have to build your keep way more defensive, because right now you are super far pushed back. The Mongol player has a big army, and you're soon about to lose your gold income. So as I pointed out earlier, he could probably make a keep here, secure the food, the stone, and the wood. So if he secures the stone, he can end up making more keeps soon. The best keep spot probably would have been here, but since the army lead for the Mongols is so big, that's obviously not possible. So yeah, the second best spot, or the first best spot is here. The second best spot is probably here, so he at least secures a second gold. But this keep is doing nothing. It's not stopping the reinforcements. It's not protecting a single sacred site. So Eric could get in a lot of trouble here. He has one war elephant now on the field, and he also has double mangonel. So even though the army lead right now is 40 to 20, the Mongol player has a lot of archers and a lot of crossbows. So these two mangonels, if they land a good shot, he should be able to clean up the army from Mongol here without any problems. He just has to protect his mangonels and just has to land a good shot. So right now, these two mangonels give him so much pressure, he can start to push back the Mongol player here at this point. And right now, these two war elephants do a really good job versus the knights for the Mongols, and he has a lot of archers, so the archers end up not doing a lot of damage to the war elephant because they are heavy, and yeah, they obviously have no bonus damage versus heavy units. But right now he lost one mangonel, and he ends up losing a few healers here if he's not paying attention. But yeah, the second mangonel goes down, so this was his only way to clean up this ranged unit ball. The elephant did a good job here, cleaning up a lot, but he ended up going down. Units are getting healed again because of the Kurultai, and he lost both of his mangonel. So if we remember in front of the fight, it was a double army count lead for the Mongols. So on paper, it was a good fight for him, but he lost really high value units. He lost double mangonel and he lost one elephant. So he should have just not split his army. He should just move out combined in a group, push the Mongol player back, don't lose any mangonels, and keep up a lot of pressure. Because right now the Mongol player has a siege workshop, so he should make springlets here to counter the mangonels. But right now he's going for trebuchets because he's trying to get the key down. But right now the game looks way more, or the game looks way better right now for the Delhi player. He got out of this bad spot here from Mongols. He can produce without any problems again. His units are coming out and are not getting taken down immediately. So overall, it was a really good fight here. And again now, we have 3 mangonels on the field for Eric. And so far, there's only ranged units. There's one knight and only ranged units. So these mangonels could instantly wipe the entire army here for the Mongol player if he's not paying attention. And we can see right now first mangonel is coming and it lands an insanely good shot. But again, we have one knight on the mangonel, and the one knight is end up taking down one mangonel and maybe even another one. Okay, almost 2. But yeah, one knight took down one mangonel again. And right now, the crossbows and the archers are just moving away. They find a lot of eco damage here on the right side now as well. And again, the Mongol player still has his trade. So, let's see. The keep is still up. He's not utilizing his strength. He's not making villagers out of the keep. So, he has this keep since a while, but he should have had way more villagers already. But again, there's so much stuff going on. You have to think about, is he trading again? I need my upgrades. I want to pick up the relics. I have to micro my siege. You can end up forgetting such easy things like producing villagers out of a keep. So, yeah. So, right now we can see the Delhi player still has his ranged ball. He has some knights again, and right now the traps took down the keep. And now they start working on the production buildings of Eric here. So, the biggest problem right now for Eric is food. He is low on food here the entire time, trying to make some more units. But the Mongol player is taking more and more of the map. He has one sacred site on top of that, so he has some passive gold income going for him. And the second keep is coming up for Eric right now, and I like this keep spot. It's decent. You protect the sacred site here, and you can secure some food. But again, you are getting pushed back into your base. So right now, here are 2 traps. You start losing your production buildings. He even went for a second TC. So why do you need a second TC if you have keeps? You can make villagers out of your keeps. So right now there's no reason for you to make a second TC as Delhi. So again, he has double mangonel. He has some springles to clean up the trebuchets here. So these mangonels could do a phenomenal job again. But again, this history repeats. The knights are going in on the mangonels. They take down double mangonels. So again, Eric is not protecting his most important unit on the field. He has man-at-arms right now and he has crossbows. So you should just protect your siege. Because the man-at-arms obviously don't do anything versus the knights and the crossbows. I think you need spearmen here and maybe you need archers. Archers or crossbows to protect your siege. Because this is still the ranged unit ball, and there is no springle for the Mongol player. So he ended up losing 5 mangonels already, and these 5 mangonels could have done so much damage if he just protected his siege. We can see right now the military count for Eric is really low. He has 12 scholars here, and he has double springled, 1 spearman and 1 archer. So yeah, it's not looking too good. And the game is over. So, what should the Delhi player have done different here? First of all, you have to scout your opponent if you play versus Mongol at the minute 3.5, 4 mark. You have to see what landmark are they going for. If you see they are going for the silver tree, you have to immediately make units. You have to track where the opponent traders are going. You want to make a lot of units, and you probably want to end up walling in the market as soon as you have the map control and have more units than your opponent. Then you want to try to go castle age really soon. You want to start spamming keeps. You want to make a lot of villagers out of your keeps, so your economy ends up way better than the Mongol player on the other side. Because if you control the markets, he is not able to trade. So if you have 3 or 4 keeps and you make villagers out of them, you have like 4 or 5 town centers. So you end up having a lot of villagers in a short period of time. And the most important part is for Eric, if you have a lot of siege, you have to protect it. Because we saw the entire game, there was not a single springle for the Mongol player. So if he ended up protecting his mangonels, the mangonels could have cleaned up the entire ranged army from Mongols. So he should be able to push them back and get more map control, more time. And of course, if you have compound of the defender and if you have keeps, you don't want to make a second town center because you can just make villagers out of your keep. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Feel free to give me some feedback as always. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join the Discord server so you end up not missing a single YouTube upload. I'm also streaming on Twitch. So yeah, feel free to follow me on my socials and see you next time. Peace.